Hard to believe it's been just over 30 years since former New York Knicks Executive Vice President Dave DeBusschere was sweating profusely during the NBA Draft Lottery and then breathing a huge sigh of relief once the Knicks were awarded the #1 pick.
The New York Knicks savoring this moment. The crowd here at the Felt Forum at Madison Square Garden very excited. You see staff members from the Knicks there. They're on the phone looking like John Thompson. They're making a big decision, but we know differently. And here's David Stern with the announcement.
Pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Well, suffice it to say that pick will go down in Knicks history. Ewing going on to become the team's all-time leading scorer and one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. The Knicks can only hope to find similar luck here tonight, 30 years later. Well, one last look at the probabilities of each team winning the #1 overall pick. The Minnesota Timberwolves have the best odds at 25%, followed by the Knicks at just under 20, the 76ers at 15.6, and also, remember now, the Heat and the Lakers could lose their lottery selections due to prior trades with both picks possibly going to the 76ers. If the 76ers end up with 3 lottery picks, that would be an NBA record. And right now it's time to be joined by NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum to reveal the final order, the 2015 NBA Draft. Mark?
Thank you, Mark. Good luck, everyone. The 14th pick goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
In case you missed it, the Thunder have hired Billy Donovan as their new head coach.
Pick number 13 will be made by the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns averaged 18.2 fast break points per game, 3rd in the NBA.
The 12th pick belongs to the Utah Jazz.
The Jazz finished strong after the All-Star break, going 19-10.
Picking 11th will be the Indiana Pacers.
This will be the Pacers' first lottery selection since 2010 when they selected Paul George 10th overall. Things holding to form so far.
The 10th pick in the draft will go to the Miami Heat.
So the Heat keep their pick. If it had fallen outside the top 10, it would have gone to Philadelphia.
Pick number 9 will be made by the Charlotte Hornets.
The Hornets went 27-28 with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist in the lineup, who finished in the top 10 in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
The 8th pick goes to the Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons had 32 wins this season, the most since the 08-09 season. Things still holding to form.
The 7th pick will be made by the Denver Nuggets.
This is only the Nuggets' second year in the lottery since 2003 when they selected Carmelo Anthony with the number 3 pick.
Pick number 6 belongs to the Sacramento Kings.
This will be the Kings' last season in Sleep Train Arena with their new building set to open October 2016.
Pick number 5 goes to the Orlando Magic.
This will be the Magic's 5th first-round pick since 2012.
And the 4th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft goes to the New York Knicks.
Which means that the Los Angeles Lakers have moved into the top 3. And then there were 3. The Los Angeles Lakers, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The final 3 teams still in the running to snatch that #1 selection. We'll find out who gets it on the other side. The NBA Draft Lottery. Welcome back, everyone, to Midtown Manhattan, as we have 3 teams remaining. Byron Scott, representing the Los Angeles Lakers, their head coach. Last time they had the #1 pick was 1982 when he took his teammate James Worthy. The 76ers, last time they had the #1 pick, they had Allen Iverson in 1996. The Minnesota Timberwolves and owner Glenn Taylor looking for their first ever #1 selection. So joining us once again to announce the order of the final 3 picks, here is NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum. Mark?
Thanks again, Mark. The 3rd pick in this year's draft goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. The 2nd pick will be made by the Los Angeles Lakers. And that means that the number 1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So the first time ever, Minnesota will take home the number 1 pick in the NBA draft on June 25th. You'll see it on ESPN from just across town here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. There is a look at the final order. Minnesota number 1. The Lakers move up from 4 to 2. The 76ers stay in the 3 hole. And, well, the big news of the night, I guess you'd have to say the New York Knicks falling from 3 to 4. And Heather is standing by with owner Glenn Taylor. Heather?
Mark, thanks so much. Glenn, hard to believe this is the first time that the team with the best odds has gotten the number 1 pick since 2004. How can you quantify what this number 1 pick can do for your franchise?
Well, it's very important to us. We have a young team, and one more outstanding young man would probably really help us.
What kind of void in your lineup do you think that this pick can fill?
Big guy, big man.
Well, I think we just want a young man that's got a great heart and a great mind.
Well, I hope that for you. Good luck on June 25th. We're looking forward to it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mark, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Heather, as the Timberwolves look to add to that talented core, which included this year's Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins. And joining us now to give a little perspective on the team with the number 1 pick is our Tom Penn, who has spent 11 years in NBA front offices, most recently 2007 to 2010 with the Portland Trail Blazers. Tom, thanks for joining us. So where do you think this number 1 pick fits in Minnesota's plans, in your view, in the big picture of the rebuild?
What a win for Minnesota. You talk about talented core. Look where it starts. It starts with Wiggins, the reigning Rookie of the Year. You go around the perimeter. You've got Ricky Rubio, who's young and evolving. You've got Zach LaVine at the shooting guard for the future with so much hope. Where are you missing it? Where are you missing it, Minnesota? It's in the middle. Pekovic is great, but he doesn't play all the time. He's been hurt, and he's not a pillar for the future. You got 2 great options, Karl Anthony Towns, Jahlil Okafor, the presumptive number 1 pick. One of these 2 guys. Take your pick, Flip Saunders, put them here in the middle, and you are going to be thrilled with what you have in Minnesota. You now have an anchor in the middle, whether it's Okafor or Towns, and then think about this guy here as well, Wiggins. You have pillars to build around via the draft. This is the way it's supposed to work, and they're dancing in the streets in Minneapolis right now. Great, great for them.